I'm in the middle of chapter 14 and that dear little Alvin is saying, "Hand over the far stone, Hiccup." Yes, I do so hate to disappoint the little children and their charming little dreams, he sighed, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. It's my job. I didn't know that was a job. A hint of steel crept into his voice. Hand over the far stone, Hiccup. I haven't got the far stone, said Hiccup stoutly. Oh, really? Said Alvin in disbelief. Toothless had crept out from under Toothless's Hiccup's helmet and was listening with interest. Oh, yes, you have, he stammered. It's right over. Hiccup hurriedly clapped her hand over his mouth. Alvin chuckled, for he understood enough Japanese to know what Toothless had just said. You're a clever boy, Hiccup, he said, but you really should have learned by now to work alone like me. Then you wouldn't be let down by all the idiotically stupid creatures and people around you. Hand over the far stone before I lose my temper. Never, yelled out Hiccup. Alvin the treacherous leapt at Hiccup. You catch the other two, Exterminator. Oh, so he does work with other people. I'm sorry, he's working with the Exterminator. Alive, mind you, I need that far stone and leave Hiccup to me. The Exterminator swooped forward towards Kamikaze and Fishlegs with a savage growl and reared up on its hind legs, its 10 sword claws spread out in front of it. Hiccup held up his sword, Endeavour, in the very nick of time, and it caught the storm blade as Alvin brought it down towards Hiccup's chest with terrifying velocity. Kamikaze and Fishlegs were fighting a great dark monster with 10 swords to their 2. The creature used its claws just exactly as if it was sword fighting, and its fingers were so flexible and bendy that they moved like arms, thrusting delicately in and out. Ooh, these Exterminators are quite scary. Wasn't under orders to kill them, thank Thor, only capture them, and within about 2 minutes it had done just that to Fishlegs with its left arm. One finger sent Fishlegs' sword spinning up into the air to disarm him. With its left leg it knocked Fishlegs down, and then it pinned Fishlegs to the ground with its 5 sword fingers. 2 above his shoulders and 2 below his arms. It had more trouble with Kamikaze, for Kamikaze was a wonderful sword fighter, and she chatted the entire time she fought, which was even more off-putting than the sword fighting itself. Take that, you slowcoach serpent-tongue, see-through chested handbag, she cried, leaping through its swords and tweaking its whiskers. The Exterminator howled in pain and fury. Cry, baby, cried Kamikaze joyfully. Does the ickle dragon monster want his ickle mumsy to kiss it better for him, den? A look came into the Exterminator's eyes, which said as plain as day, maybe I should kill this little gnat, after all, whatever my leader says. The Exterminator swelled up in fury and redoubled the slashing and thrusting of his 5 razor-sharp blades, and eventually he broke through her guard, picked her up, kicking and screaming, and pinned her down with his 5 sword fingers plunged into the ground around her, just like he had done with Fishlegs. The Exterminator wasn't so bothered by her insults now. She was at his mercy, and it lay down its gigantic, oozing, pantherish body between Fishlegs and Kamikaze and folded up its great black wing to watch the fight between Hiccup and Alvin. Humongous was right, said Fishlegs to Kamikaze gloomily. There's no point in having me in this task. I do try to make myself go berserk, but it doesn't only work when I don't want it to. That is annoying. At least you put up a fight and you burgled the stone and everything. I've done nothing hopeful at all. I might just as well have run away like the others. This wasn't quite true. Sometimes we can be helpful in ways that are not totally obvious. That's very important to know. And if Fishlegs had not run away like the others, had run away like the others, he would have taken his runaway suitcase with him. And that suitcase, as we shall see, was about to come in extremely useful. Alvin had been practising his sword fighting since the last time Hiccup fought him on top of the mounds of treasure in the Caliban caves. But then Hiccup had been practising too, and had been getting extra sword fighting lessons with Gormus the Grim, because it was the only thing on the sword pirate training program that he was good at. Oh, look, that's Fishlegs running away suitcase. And oh, there's a very rare example of a Viking umbrella, apparently. There. And although Alvin, there they are. Oh, look at Alvin. He's swiping at Hiccup with his hook. And although Alvin was taller and had longer arms than Hiccup, he did have the disadvantage of the ivory shark-toothed leg, which made him stagger about the mountaintop, cursing horribly, while Hiccup was very light on his feet and quick to dodge even the most violent of thrusts. He was very evenly matched. But Hiccup had one other advantage over Hiccup, which was that he was a big cheat. It is not considered good sportsmanship in barbarian culture to make a huge swipe at your child opponent with your hook while sword fighting. That's what he's doing there. I mean, no. Nor is it thought to be part of the Viking code to trip the preteen up with your sharkworm-toothed leg as he dodges out of the way. However, Hiccup Alvin had never been a good sport, and he did both of these things in quick succession without so much as a twinge of guilt. Hiccup sprawled onto his backside, arms and legs flaming. With a howl of triumph, Alvin the Treacherous hauled the sword Endeavour out of Hiccup's hand and threw it far out of reach. As Alvin wrenched the sword from Hiccup's hand and raised the Stormblade for the final blow, a flash of sunlight caught the bracelet writhing around Alvin's good arm. This would have been the end of Hiccup's quest had he not had the good fortune to have landed right in the middle of the spilled contents of Fishlegs' running away suitcase. Still sporting his back, Hiccup grabbed hold of the nearest thing to him, which happened to be a box of Fishlegs' tooth powder, and flung the entire contents of the box up into Alvin's face. "No!" screeched Alvin. Fishlegs' tooth powder was one of old Wrinkly's most popular medicines, a mixture of extract of seaweed, gull droppings, and spearmint for the taste. I don't know what actual good it did for the teeth, but it certainly stung like crazy as it works its way into Alvin's eye. While Alvin stood there, momentarily blinded, Hiccup jumped up and pulled off Alvin's arm. It took a few mighty. He was stuck fast to the fire suit, but Hiccup was desperate and pulled with a strength he didn't know he had. He threw the bracelet up to Toothless, shouting, "Take that to Humongous!" Oh. Toothless caught the bracelet, heavy as it was, and it sank like a stone, nearly to the ground. Mouth full of bracelet, he managed to stammer out, "Why, just do it! Don't argue for once in your life, Howt. Hiccup, fast!" There is Fishlegs, carrying the bracelet. Can you see? That's, sinking a bit because the bracelet. Wonder why. Toothless one. I mean, Hiccup was that. So the little dragon pointed himself down towards the tiny speck of the peregrine dolphin floating in the bay and shot towards it, the weight of the golden bracelet helping him sink through the air even faster. Meanwhile, Alvin could now just see out of his streaming red eye, and he was after Hiccup again, as mad as a snake with toothache. Hiccup held up the suitcase as a shield as Alvin rained down blow after blow, finally cutting the thing practically in two. Hiccup just rolled out of the way in time. Alvin grabbed his coat and our Hiccup wriggled, hitting Alvin down the nose with a sightseeing book called Visiting Rome for the First Time. Poor old Fishlegs want to go to Rome. He's quite right. Rome is rather wonderful. You should have learned a lesson from your silly old grandfather. He's learnt not to try and interfere with fate, and he thought he was clever enough to hold the Firestone. Snarled Alvin. All his meddling, his silly quest achieved, were to break his daughter's heart. I think he's talking about old Wrinkly here. I wish you could have seen how Valhalla cried when I told her that Humongous was dead. Oh, it was tragic. "Liar, traitor, villain!" shouted Hiccup, dodging yet another of Alvin's lunges and looking about him for something else that could be used as a weapon. "Oh, boo-hoo!" sneered Alvin the Treacherous, creeping forward, his eye glittering. "Stop, you're going to make me cry." And then our Hiccup threw one thing after another. The entire contents of Fishlegs' running away suitcase that were now lying all around them on the mountainside. Fishlegs' belt, whose heavy gold buckle caught Alvin full in the forehead, 6 pairs of clean knickers, several pairs of trousers, a bottle of asthma medicine which made both of them sneeze, and Fishlegs' pillow which burst on the end of the Stormblade and showered the two of them in a rain of goose feathers. "Ow, ow, ow!" screeched Alvin. And Fishlegs' hairbrush landed bristle side up on Alvin's sensitive chin, and one of Fishlegs' vests got caught round his leg. But although Hiccup put off his defeat for vital minutes, particularly with a spirited fight, using Fishlegs' umbrella instead of a sword, the end was never really in doubt. Alvin was determined that Hiccup was not going to slip out of his fingers this time. Stumbling and staggering, his eye watering and spitting out goose feathers, he chopped the umbrella in half and finally got Hiccup in a hold he couldn't wriggle out of. "Now," gloated Alvin, bringing the Stormblade down to Hiccup's face. "Where is the Firestone?" Okay, so that chapter ends on a bit of a difficult moment. We've got chapter 15 tomorrow.